just took a 22 projectile and hit another 22 and blew it up at 10 yards. Let's make it a little more difficult. Let's see if we can bounce a bullet off another target into that same 22 and get it to blow up. My name's Daniel Horner, and this is the 22 Exploder.
You got it. Oh, that was me.
Yes! 10 yards, 22 on another 22. We just took a 22 projectile and hit another 22 and blew it up at 10 yards. Very difficult shot. Now what we're going to do is bounce the 22 off of that steel target into the same bullet and see if we can get it to blow up here. So we went from very difficult to almost impossible. Let's see what happens. Yes! 10 yards, bounced the 22 off the metal target into the back of another 22 and exploded it. All right, so we just made this awesome shot. We shot the back of a case of a 22 with another 22 and got it to go off. What we found in testing is that you can't just touch it. You actually have to hit the primed area of the case with the nose of the 22 or it won't detonate. What we're going to do is we're going to figure out how much air I could have in the pistol and still make this shot. The diameter of the primed area of that case is approximately 0.224 inches, okay? It's hard to figure out anything from that. We're going to convert it to minutes of angle so we can do this problem. So 0.224 inches is approximately 2.2 minutes of angle, and 2.2 minutes of angle at 100 yards is 2.2 inches. So a circle about that big. At 10 yards, it is 0.224. But what we're trying to figure out is if the rear sight didn't move, and we have to assume something because we only have one variable in our problem here. We're going to assume that the rear sight wasn't moving. We all know that's not true, but we have to figure out what the error actually was. What we're trying to figure out is how much my front sight could go up, down, left, or right and still fire the bullet and make contact at 10 yards. 2.2 minutes of angle at 6 inches, which is the sight radius of this pistol, is 0.004 inches. So 4/1000ths of an inch. Now, Dan, you're using a red dot. Well, yeah, I am using a red dot, but the amount that my pistol can have error in it is the same, whether I'm using the iron sights as reference or the red dot as reference. So the amount of error that I could have in total is 4/1000ths of an inch. But how do we understand that practically speaking? I asked Google. A piece of paper is between 3 and 5/1000ths of an inch thick. Okay, so luckily our amount of error was precisely in the middle of that window. So our total amount of error is the thickness of a piece of paper. Here's our piece of paper from the side view, like this. The front sight had to be plus or minus 0.002 of an inch from dead center perfect for us to be able to make contact with that 22, assuming the rear sight's not moving and assuming the gun shoots perfectly. But that is why this shot was so difficult. If my rear sight had been perfectly stable, I had 0.02 of an inch of error in the front sight to be able to make this shot. So super pumped. And when you start to talk about skipping the bullet off of a target, that's a whole bunch of trigonometry that I don't think that we should even mess with, because there's a lot more involved with it than that. But this is a very difficult shot, and this is why. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I saw through the Apple Vision Pro. Tell me.
It was 5 o'clock, about an inch low. 12 o'clock.
Yes! Holy crap. Got it on video for you guys. Don't forget to comment your suggestion for a trick shot below. I would love to have a cool idea that I can go out there and see if it's possible.